Okay, for my next museum, I went to the Martin Art Museum, located at 43rd and Thunderbird. Now, I live on Greenway, which is about a mile north of Thunderbird, and I have passed this place hundreds of times. And finally, I said, since I'm going to museums now for this YouTube videos, I went to it, and I gotta say again, I know I say this all the time, but this is again one of my favorite museums. Now, he created the museum in 2005, and the owner's name was Mel Martin. And it used to be over on I-17 and North Phoenix. I don't know exactly where, but it used to be around that area. And then he moved to this new location in 2022. And it's on 43rd and Thunderbird, and it's across the street from ASU. So this place is really easy to find. Now the building used to be an old Gemco. Now you have to be probably over 4 years old to understand what a Gemco was. But it was like a Target. It was a little nicer store than Walmart. But anyway, Martin is still around. He's 93 years old now, and the guy was telling me he drives a Lexus. But anyway, the guy was telling me too he never drives any of the old cars. But Martin made his money in the sale of commercial real estate, so he must be doing pretty well. Now here's the cost to get into the museum. Pretty reasonable. And one thing you notice when you go in there, the guys that work there, every one of them is probably collecting Social Security. I felt like a teenager, and I'm way past Social Security. So, and one thing neat about these guys, they knew all about cars. Every one of these cars. Yeah, I don't think they really do it because they need the money. I think they do it because they really have a passion for these cars. In fact, when I was there was this one guy who, I guess he doesn't work there, but he just comes in and he just, you know, he'll walk up to you and just talk about these cars. Um, anyway, he has a collection of over 175 vehicles. And one thing neat about this place, you can also rent out the rooms. They have these huge conference rooms. And the guy was telling me you could also do wedding receptions. That was pretty neat. But anyway, let's take a look at the cars. I have no idea why that was there, but it's like a transformer thing. Kind of fun to see that. Uh, One of the guys was telling me also he doesn't have any steam cars. Like we were talking about Jay Leno, and of course Jay Leno would has a few steam cars, but he mostly has American cars. Now, of course, there's a lot of British, but mostly American cars. And these are brands I never heard of. Uh, like this one right here, never heard of this brand, and you'll see it quite a bit. I'm not really into cars, but a lot of brands I just never heard of. Now I had no idea if this guy had a Tucker car. There was only 51 made, and they're worth, I don't even know how much they're worth, but actually, Francis Ford Coppola, the guy that made The Godfather, actually made a movie about the guy. You should read it. It's a pretty good movie, actually. I think Jeff Bridges in it. I think that's who's in it. But Tucker died in 1956 of cancer. And a 1948 car was sold for over $1 million. Like I said, I had no idea this was there. I would have gone a long time if I knew that. But his cars could go 120 miles an hour. Pretty impressive. But anyway, here's what the car looks like. Here's a little fact I didn't know, that the Tucker cars actually had seat belts, which is kind of weird for that period of time. Here's a little thing. The car had a third directional headlight known as a Cyclops eye, and it was activated by steering angles greater than 10 degrees. Fun little fact there. Remember Bob Bradley? He won the World Series back in 2001 for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's a manager. Remember the movie Back to the Future? Well, you probably got to be a little bit older to remember that. But that was a really great movie, and that's the car from the movie. Now, I don't think it was that great at cars. They had a lot of problems, and I think there was a price on there. Should be popping up right now. I was back in 1981. The car was what, 30,000. In today's money, that'd be about like in the 80,000, right around there. But that was pretty good to see the car. I'm really going to show my age now. This is a show called Hogan's Heroes, and it's about they have a car that was used in that show, and it was Colonel Klink, which is the guy on the right. He was chauffeur around that car, and the guy in the center was his name is Bob Crane, and he's the main actor in the show. The show revolves around him and his crew, and the guy on the left, that's Sergeant Schultz. He was a bumbling sergeant, but he had a heart of gold. And Bob Crane actually got killed in Scottsdale. He was doing a dinner show back in, God, it had to be 80s, whatever, right around there. And somebody went in his room, and I guess hit him with a baseball bat or something, whatever, or killed him. It was a big thing back in the day, and they never found the guy that did it. I guess some guy went on trial, whatever. But that's kind of interesting part of history of Phoenix, Arizona. But anyway, here's a car. Yeah, it's a Mercedes, and I really don't remember it. But I gotta look through clips of on YouTube. But I guess he was being chauffeured around, and he was always in the back seat. Nice looking car, though. And here's the inside of that car. Now, I gotta see why I like this museum quite a lot, because you had an older, older people that worked there, a group of people that worked there, and they were really into cars. Now, I've been going to quite a few museums lately, and a lot of them are kids that work there. You know, whatever after school, college students, whatever, and they're kind of among their own peers. They don't. To me, it seems, like it's just a job to them. But these guys have passion for these cars. You'll really enjoy yourself, and these guys have a wealth of information. So if you want to, go see this, and it's really interesting. All the cars from all the different eras. But anyway, if you would do a like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.